One.
Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today.
Hello, we are live. It's the big Daytona 150. I'm joined here with Justin Opachowski today. Say what's up to him.
Hello, Cody, and hello, everybody watching. We are live here in Daytona, and as these drivers are competing for $50, it's going to be an interesting one. Cody, what do they have to do to survive here at this track?
Well, at Daytona, Justin, I think it's mostly important to stay in that draft, because if you slip out of that draft for 2 seconds, it seems like you're out of the race.
Yes, sir, and that's what we're watching them do now. They are going around the track. They have about... go for their qualifying laps, seeing what the starting grid is looking like, and we're going to get this green flag waved, and the big show is on.
Absolutely, that big green flag is coming up pretty soon here. But first, we have a couple things that we want to do for the viewers and the drivers.
That's right, Cody. We are going to spin the wheel. The drivers that have signed up for this race have get the opportunity for a $15 iRacing gift card. Who's it going to be? Cody, is the wheel on the screen?
It is not, but it can be. The wheel is up, man. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous to see who wins this thing.
Well, let's see.
And here we go. We're going to give it a little bit of a spin. It's off, Justin.
Round and round the wheel goes. Who's gonna win it?
It's slowing down, Justin. We're getting real close. Well, Justin, looks like I did win this one.
Oh man, let's go ahead and do that spin again.
Absolutely. I did win the $15, but I'm going to give it away to one of you lucky fans here.
I just want to make the announcement that we wanted to even out the colors on the wheel and had to add a name. We did not think it would land on him.
But it did, of course. And if it doesn't again, I might flip out.
Round and round it goes. It's better not stop where we think it's going.
It looks like Diego's going to win this one. Diego, congratulations. You're the big winner, my guy.
Diego, well, I will send it your way. Please send me your email so we can get that to you.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Diego.
Cody, we're looking at 15 more minutes. I was off on my time, so I just want to make that announcement. We have 15 more minutes of practice, but don't worry, we have some more fun coming at you.
More fun.
Let's go ahead and look
indeed.
at these drivers, Cody. Do you have any predictions for who you think you're going to see at the top?
Man, Junior just joined in. Junior had a good race there at Talladega, which is very similar to Daytona. So I might have to go with Junior on this win.
Now look, there's a lot of familiar faces. We like to see Cameron Romano out there, Mark Vondell, Jeremiah Hill. These guys have been practicing all week, so they are well prepared, know what to expect. And we got to avoid that big one, Cody.
Absolutely. I mean, easier said than done, because that big one is going to come whether we expect it or not.
I've driven on this track before, Cody, and it's like you're a sitting duck out there just waiting for it to happen. It's really a tragic thing if it does happen to you. The best thing is to try and avoid it. That's all you can do.
Absolutely, and don't be afraid to use those brakes. Now, Justin, to avoid the wreck, do you want to be in first to third, or do you want to be at the back of the pack?
Look, it's 150 laps, Cody. I'm gonna try and hang out near the middle or the back of the pack. On the if I had the option, I want to try and ride it wide here. There's 3 lanes, plenty of space. If you're on the inside, you're trapped, and there's not much places to move. And if you hit that apron in these next-gen cars, you are spinning out.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be really careful on that apron because you will shoot back up onto the track.
Now, folks, we got some Daytona trivia time. If you know the answers, please comment below. So, the first question we got today, where is Daytona located? This one's easy. We're starting out easy. Cody, do you know this one?
Where was Daytona located? I do know this one.
We're going to give the folks some time. Maybe they need some Google searches to help them out.
Why don't we ask the drivers, see if they know?
Are we really going to ask the drivers?
I mean, we just got live, so we don't have many viewers right now to answer that question.
Oh, I see the problem now. Well, you know what? Let's just go through it ourselves. It's Daytona Beach, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who has the most wins? The driver, that is, most wins at Daytona. Does anybody know this one?
Drivers at Daytona. Who's got the most wins?
He's a legendary man. I'll let you know that much.
Absolutely legendary. He also starred in the Cars movie.
All right, well, let's give that answer in 3, 2, 1. It's Richard Petty.
Richard Petty, the king.
Number 3, who was the first female driver to race in a Daytona 500?
See, that's a tough one right there.
Now, a lot of female drivers have been entering this sport, and we love to see it. They have been really rocking it out.
Absolutely.
You're good. You're good.
All
right, well,
some mic checks there.
Yes, the answer is Janet Guthrie.
Would have never guessed that one, I'll tell you that much, Justin.
Now, here's a fun one I like. How many convertibles raced in the very first Daytona 500? I'm going to give you multiple choice on this. Is it A, 10, B, 5, C, 0, D, 20? How many convertibles raced in the first Daytona 500? Now, Cody, have you ever driven in a convertible? I can see you with your sunglasses on, your hair waving in the wind.
You know, man, I have not, and I'm very proud of that fact, actually. I'm not a big convertible type guy.
You know what? I think I've driven in one once, and that was enough for me. Let's go ahead and give that correct answer is 20 of those cars were convertibles.
Who would have known that one? I would have guessed 0 myself.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go on to our final question here. In what year was the first Daytona 500 race?
In what year?
When did all the fun start?
And when will all the fun end?
Let's go ahead and give the answer. It was 1959.
59. That's a while back. Let me tell you, that's about 43 years. That's about 53 years.
Oh, actually, we have a very special thing that we can do now. We can go ahead and interview one of these drivers. Let's go ahead
Okay.
and bring in Cameron here. Hold on. Yeah, Cameron, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Cameron, how you doing, man? How's the track looking out there?
It's pretty busy.
Cameron, we were talking about the big one we all know is expected. What are you going to do to avoid this big wreck?
That's a tough one because it can happen at anywhere at any point. It could happen on the first lap, it could happen on the last lap. So I guess what I would probably do is maybe ride around the back of the pack and maybe just take my time because this is a 150 lap event. So obviously, it's all about taking my time and whatnot.
That's the key, Cameron. I like to hear it. Now, Cameron, how long have you been iRacing?
Believe it or not, only a couple months.
Well, we're going to see what you got. I know you've been practicing all week. Cameron, thank you for coming in for an interview.
Of course, anytime. Glad to be here.
Good luck out there.
Thank
Oh. All right, that was Cameron, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron's in the number 23 car.
Very familiar face here at OCS CYB Racing here.
Yes, and if you want to get in on the action, Cody will post the Discord server in the comments section.
It's actually in the description.
Or in the description, there you go. Please join the server, get in on these races. You could be behind one of the wheels on the next one.
Justin, about how much time do we have left in this practice?
We got 9 more or 8 more minutes of practice here.
All right, these drivers are taking up their time that they well deserve.
1 second as I clear the black flags, I want to make the announcement. I am also in charge of throwing the yellow flag and waving off the penalties for those who get them on accident. Of course, we want to keep the action going, and we want to keep you folks entertained. So if we throw too many cautions, we will start removing drivers for the unexperienced drivers, to say it in the nicest way.
That is a nice way to put it, but if they do crash out, how many quick repairs do they have?
Oh, that's right, Cody. Let's talk about the fast repairs now. Usually, once a wreck happens, your car may be totaled enough and you're out of this race, but these drivers have been blessed with 2 fast repairs. They can get a quick change of a car once they enter into pit row, come out, and they are back in it.
Sounds good to me. 2 fast repairs for 150 laps. Hopefully they use it smart.
You have to use it smart, and you don't want to use it too early. Sometimes you can still hold it for a couple of laps, because 150 is a lot longer than you guys are thinking.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong there.
Let me see. Let's for a second. Cameron was the only one we could get an interview on right now, folks, but we'll see if we can get a radio check on anyone else. I want to take this moment and thank Jeremiah Hill and Cameron for being a sponsored member of the OCS team. You can sign up for $3 a month and become a member yourself. Help support us, host races, give out giveaways, all of that and more.
Absolutely. Sign up today. Anything helps.
Who do we got on the screen? We're looking at the pack.
We're looking at Junior right now, though. My prediction to win this race, and it looks like he's having a good run himself. He's in the 4th position.
Right now in the practice time, we're looking at the number 33, Jess Vaunt, and making a 47.6 time right now. That's the quickest.
Now, do you think it's because of the draft, or do you think that he takes this into qualifying and gets that pole position?
Now, it's a lot different in qualifying because they have no draft partners. We're going to see these times in the 50s, and I'm telling you, this draft's making your car go about 10 to 15 miles faster.
Absolutely. That's
How the
Yeah,
draft
absolutely.
works. How the draft is working is two cars. You'll see them driving in a single file, and when the cars are lined up like that, the air is being broken through by the car in front of you, making you go faster. And we'll actually see some bumping and pushing, which is good for these drivers if it's not too hard of a push.
As long as they know what they're doing, a push does help. But, some people go in too hard, and you can spin someone right out.
Now, something I would have done is maybe gotten myself a teammate if I was out there on the track and made an agreement to partner up in tandem draft, as they call it.
Absolutely. That'd probably be the smartest way there.
We have 4 more minutes of practice, and then we're going to see this qualifying started. You got 15 drivers registered for this race.
Absolutely. Justin, take over real quick. I do have to pee.
Okie dokie, he's going to go to the bathroom. Looks like we have an on the screen there, folks. Sometimes when you're in that draft, you could just make the slightest little move and your car's gonna lose control and you'll go flying into the wall. You hate to see it.
All right. Joey in the chat says, let's go Lost Cause, a.k.a. Cameron. We are all rooting for Cameron. He is very loved in this community.
Yes, and I'm glad to see it back, Cody. We just had a big accident. If you want to rewind the tape,
I walked in and saw someone in the grass there. I got a little bit worried.
A car went flying like a helicopter.
It happens to the best of us, really.
We are looking at a good 2 minutes left of practice. I might need to announce it to the drivers to make sure they are aware.
We got 2 more minutes of practice, drivers. 2 more minutes.
Did they hear that? I hope I was on the right radio.
I heard it, so you are good. Well, maybe not, because I'm on the same radio as you, bud.
They had to hear it. I'm on the right radio.
I probably ought to get to that radio. I forgot which button I set it as, though. Well, that's not it. That's slow-mo. We don't want that.
Familiar face out there, Pope, in the number 728 car. There we go. We got the 47 and the 14 car side by side there.
Supporting the Camry and the Camaro.
Now, you'll see cars flashing out of nowhere, and that is due to a connection issue. Do not stress. They usually, we call it blinking. They flash right back in. Very dangerous for these drivers. You don't want to be behind or possibly on the side of one of them.
No, you definitely don't, because they can disappear in a blink of an eye, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Cody. Oh, we're coming on to about to start qualifying here. I'm excited to see the starting grid. Now, some drivers may opt out of qualifying because they want to stay in the back of the pack.
You know, I can't blame them with the wrecks that happen in these games. I mean, sometimes you got to stick to the back there. Checkered flag is out. We are ready to almost start qualifying here.
Folks, the time is getting closer and closer as we speak. Let's see what these drivers got for qualifying.
Looks
Who do we
like the
got?
first couple cars are out on the track here. We got Gilbert going for his first lap here.
In the number 2 car, Gilbert.
Let's see what he
Gilbert.
can do.
Gilbert putting down a 47.9 in practice.
Expect that to be slower, but that is a good time.
Cody, get your disgusting foot out of the camera view.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate that, man. We know these people with these foot fetishes, man. I got to watch out.
All right, here we go. Around the track, we got 5 minutes for qualifying. It will go by fast, and we're going to see them grid up. I will make the big announcement to these drivers so they know the rules of the race. Is that a cherry hanging from your...
That is... I don't know. Josh gave it to me.
Just waiting to see. They got 2 laps to go around the track. Now, the first lap, I like to take it wide because on the high side, you got more track to cover. It gives your car a lot more time. Hold on a second.
Absolutely.
A lot more time to gain some speed.
Cameron looks like he's opting out of qualifying here.
Might be the move.
Could be the move. We'll see if it works out in the end, though.
We got some times in. We're looking at Caleb Gilbert in making a 51.5.
Canizzo in the first position. Cameron takes the first now.
Go ahead, Jeremiah. What's up? How come we don't have any fast repairs? You should have 2 fast repairs. You'll probably see it when you get on the grid.
I'm about to say, I probably don't show them for qualifying.
And that was Jeremiah Hill, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeremiah Hill, get your time, dude. Pope, the new leader.
Pope takes the pole position right now. This might be their first time around their track. Things will change. Oh, that was the second.
Cameron dropping down to 7th. Jeremiah Hill still yet to qualify. Looks like we got 9 drivers qualifying. A lot of them opt not to. We're going to have to see how that works out in the end. It looks like Pope is going to hold on to that pole position.
Let's go ahead and announce the drivers.
I mean, they're not gridded up yet, bud.
Sorry. Hold on, you're right.
Yeah,
We have another whole minute, and there things do change. That was a premature announcement.
absolutely. I mean, we're all excited. Don't worry, man. We're all jumping the gun here.
I can't even sleep the night before these Daytona races, let me tell you.
Absolutely. I'm on hour 36 right now.
Now, folks, if you tune in next week on Friday, we are doing the Southern 500 at Darlington, one of the most favorable tracks by drivers.
Absolutely. Darlington is a fast track, and it takes a lot of skill. So I really hope we do have some drivers with skill that day.
So I will do the driver rules announcement before we announce all the drivers.
All right. Well, we got about 7 seconds until grid up time.
Carlos, you got to go in the living room for right now.
That's fucked up.
Sorry.
How did you even get in?
I don't know. He's an admin. I'm
Oh.
sorry, Carlos. We just are commentating right now. You know I love you. How's
I don't know
Carlos?
if he
doing?
knows it. Yeah, Carlos, ladies and gentlemen. You got to hear him for a little bit.
Hopefully he is watching the stream.
We do hope to see him in the chat here. Looks like we are all gridded up, my guy.
All right. Let me make sure I'm on the right chat.
All right, drivers, before we begin, just want to let everyone know it is admin-controlled caution. iRacing controls the wave around. Sorry about that rule. Play it safe, please. I will clear the black flags that are accidental, and no passing below the yellow line to gain a position. And please, if you are leading the pack, go on green. Good luck, drivers, and start your engine.
Cody Vaughn, the engines are started, and let's go ahead and go to the drivers taking the pole position in the number 728 car, Pope.
And in that second position right next to him, number 33, Vaunt.
Taking the third position in the 01 car, Cool.
And right next to him in that number 4 position, number 37, Richel.
In the number 2 car, Gilbert.
And the 17, Stevenson.
Number 48, McLendon.
Number 23 is our boy Cameron.
Number 13 car, Cam Nizzo.
And in the number 14, a fan favorite, Jeremiah Hill.
In the 22 car, Stitz.
In the number 41, Doug Evans.
Taking the number 07 car, DuPont.
And in that 47 car today is Stout Jr.
In the number 9, Vondell.
Number 1, we got Robert Braun.
In the number 16 car, Hickson.
And in the number 4, last but certainly not least, Josh Keller.
Folks, the pace car is taking them around the track. Pope and Vaunt are your leaders. Around turn 3 they go, side by side. Once that green flag goes, the show is on. Everything we have talked about for weeks, the anticipation, the $50 is on the line, and we already hear someone hit the wall.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, man. Some
is
people
not a
just
good
do not
way.
have two hands on the wheel.
Blinking real bad.
Just stop here in a second.
Looks like we got a blinker already.
I was doing
Race
something
car
on
takes a
fire.
hard left turn. Pope takes him down to the green flag.
And there they are, Justin. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing at this Daytona 150.
It's a drag race between Pope and Vaunt all the way down to turn 1. Round the turn they go.
Pope and Vaunt very close together here. Keeping it too wide. That's what you like to see.
Right now, you're going to see these drivers taking it safe for a few laps. Hopefully, there's no incidents early on. We like to see some good hardcore racing. Pope still is your leader as a round turn 3.
Richel is making a couple moves. He's up to third now.
Here they come, folks, across the start and finish line. Pope, Vaunt, Keel, and Richel are your fast 4.
Now, Justin, knowing that this is 150 laps, how many laps do you think they go before needing tires or even maybe fuel?
I think they're going to be needing fuel around the 45 to 55 lap mark. The tires they're going to be heated right now, and I don't know about the tires. I would try and make them last as long as possible. There's not too much burning going on, though.
Absolutely.
As far as tire
I think they would last about 45 to 50 laps as well. So if you run a perfect race, you could be only looking at 3 stops.
You got the pack looking good as they round turns 1 and 2. You got a couple of stragglers in the back.
Looks like these drivers have been mistake-free 4 laps into this.
Now those 3 cars, they ain't out of the race as long as they stay straight and in their pack together, work as a team. They will certainly catch up to the pack.
And even if they don't, you got to expect the cautions coming sooner or later.
Pope and Vaunt are still your leaders. Side by side they go. You see the pushing, drafting teamwork going on, folks.
Absolutely, and Vaunt gets pushed right into first place there.
The wind almost acts as a parachute if you ain't in that draft. Let me tell you, you need to stay behind that car in front of you or you will fall to the back.
Absolutely, one mistake can be really brutal on this track.
Here they come down the backstretch. Still, Vaunt is now your leader, followed by Richel. Sorry, I am butchering these names.
Pope falling all the way down to the 4th position, but we expect him to get back up there, and as I say it, he's already getting back up there. A little bit of a bump there on Pope there. Number 37.
Getting a little wiggly in the back of the pack. Everyone's holding straight. Across the start and finish line they go for lap number 5. Round turn 1, Vaunt is your leader. Pope is now taking the 2nd position.
He's creeping up to that 1st position, though, let me tell you.
There you go. You can see that pushing from the 01 car, helping out Pope on the line there.
Absolutely, Kuhai has definitely been pushing Pope this whole race, and they've been great partners in the draft.
I love Pope's paint scheme. That purple and black is really sticking out.
It's pretty fresh, not gonna lie.
No crashes so far. This means we're going to have a good race. Ooh, a couple cars are single filing out. That might happen. We might see some single file racing going on here.
.33 in the front of the pack now. Pope dropping down to 4th.
Vaunt is your leader, followed by Rochelle. Stevenson, Pope is your fast 4.
My fault.
We got a crash.
I lost control.
The first
My
yellow
fault.
flag of the race is out. Jeremiah
Sorry.
Hill causing an accident.
Checking
Let's
up
go.
here 1 and 2 for the pace car. Checking up.
Man, Jeremiah has definitely been
Hey,
wrecked
Justin, I
full
think cars got
during
backed
this
up
week.
tonight.
One.
Not too many. Looks like 2, 3.
Oh, well, we
I
made it.
lost control once I got pulled up.
Yeah. And it was an accidental wreck. I have reviewed the tape, folks. Sorry for some dead air time. We are controlling all the cautions and black flags, and it takes some controlling to do, let me tell you.
Absolutely. And I'm going to take a look back
How
at
bad
this
is my
wreck
car?
here.
Can anybody around me see?
Jeremiah Hill trying to get a car inspection from one of the other drivers now.
You look good in the front. Can't tell the back.
Caleb gives him the green flag.
As long as I'm good in the front, I should have pretty good track speed these days.
Hope was in the pole position, correct? Now falling back to the fourth.
Rippled up on the right front.
Let me turn down my volume for yours.
Yeah, it looks like Jeremiah just came a little bit to the outside too much, and you know,
Here
you
we
hate
go.
to see it.
Drivers are coming down pit row a little early, in my opinion. I definitely would not use my fast repair. Maybe you'd get a tire change if that's what they are looking for, some
Well,
fuel.
sometimes you got to use that fast repair. You're going to be too slow out there on this Daytona track.
Let's see who wins the race down pit row.
Looks like Stevenson and Hickson opt to not take a pit, and that'll keep them in first and second right now.
We told you the accidents were going to happen, and that will probably not be the only one. We love to see these drivers getting out of the cars and showing a sign of being okay.
Absolutely, and Justin, I can guarantee that's not going to be the only caution.
Pace car down the backstretch. Drivers are coming out of the pits trying to line up. I don't know if I can one to green it. I don't think so.
Well, as these cars pace around, seeing Stevenson and Hickson opt out of the pit, you think that's a smart move by them?
They don't have any tire change limits now that I think of it. So if you can get in there and you don't mind losing a couple
I need a black
positions,
clear.
I would take it.
Well, they didn't go in, and I don't think I would have either. Only 6 green laps. Your tires can't be that bad.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm trying to keep an eye on things here. We're looking good. All right, driver's going to be lining up in the rear. We'll go green this time around, folks. Steverson is your leader. Hickson is your second position. Vaught in the third.
Pope dropping all the way down to 7th, the fan favorite.
I think Pope's going to try and make a comeback here. I would not call him out just yet.
I would never call him out. I don't care if he's in the back 3 laps down. I will never call out Pope with the way he's driving so far.
Last night at Talladega, we had a great race, Cody. What happened? Who won?
Joseph Wright won that one, and we had 3 Wright brothers in there. It was a great race, pretty clean, low on cautions.
Was really hoping to see the Wright brothers tonight, but I don't see them
Yeah, not everybody has every day. Maybe we'll see him next time.
Pace car is going to take a hard left turn. Stevenson's going to take them down for the green flag. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
We are green, and we're back to it, Justin. Let's see how long we can keep this green.
Stevenson and Hickson drag racing down to turn 1. Side by side they go as they round turn 2, entering the backstretch.
Couple cars in the back falling out of that draft. They really need to catch up if they want to stay in this race.
Number 16, Hickson is your leader, followed by Cool, Stevenson, and Vaunt. You see that 16 and number 10 on the outside there doing their pushing work. That's what I mean. You need to use that teamwork in order to stay in front of the pack here.
Absolutely. If you don't have a draft partner, you'll quickly find yourself down 10 laps.
Looks like we've been seeing them stay 2 wide this whole time. It's very dangerous to go 3 wide so early in the race. But when they do, it gets to showtime. Let me tell you, these drivers 3 wide trying to make no mistakes, because if they do, they could cause the big wreck.
Absolutely, and especially on this thin driveway that Daytona does have. 3 wide is not a smart decision here.
Stevenson is your leader. Hickson trying to fight for Vaunt is now the 2nd position. Down into turn 1 they go. Stevenson trying to hold that lead.
Vaunt opts to go to the outside lane there. We'll see if that works out for him.
Vaunt is in the 33 car on the outside there. Green car.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Looks like a pretty big one. Not too much damage, though.
Let's go ahead and see what happened there.
Let's do it.
Ooh, it looks like we had Pope. No, that's not Pope. 16 car. Hickson got tail swiped by the 01 car into the wall. They go.
Well, it looks at the first hit. Hickson did hit the wall a little bit, which probably slowed him up.
Sorry, but I really wasn't fast so early. You could have let me know.
It's okay. Everything seems okay.
Little bit of temper flying.
Tempers are flying. You'll hear it, folks, when you're going 180 miles per hour. You could not imagine how mad you will be, especially when you're competing for that grand prize.
I'm supposed to be in front of you, 14.
13 laps in as we pace. Who is gonna take the $50 home?
Pass me, 01.
Well, Vaunt has been holding one of the top 4 spots pretty much this whole race. I would keep an eye on Vaunt. Pope has made himself from the 7th to the 4th position now.
Yeah, Pope has had a good run so far. I mean, we still got plenty of laps though. Who knows what could happen?
Anything can happen here at Daytona.
Looks like a couple drivers opting to pit this round.
Down the pits they go down. They might be using that first fast repair. Plenty of race left.
Plenty is a good word. How you guys doing in the chat? Are you enjoying this Daytona 150 so far?
I hope you are, but I got a special treat. We can bring in Mark for an interview. Give me 1 second. Let's try and get a radio in on Mark. Mark, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Mark, how's it going out there? What is your strategy from this point on to keep it safe and try and get to that first position?
Well, I just had somebody roll down on me. I missed that wreck, and then somebody rolled down. They need to hold the brakes. But I had to use a fast repair. I still got one left. I'm just riding in the back, hoping to stay alive and keep one of them repairs available.
That's what you need to do here at Daytona is avoiding those wrecks. We hate to hear that you were involved in that one. Now, Mark, how long have you been iRacing?
I've only been racing about 6 months.
So as Cameron, see, folks, we got a lot of rookies making a good name for themselves out here. All right, Mark, I'm going to put you back into the other chat. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Justin.
Good luck out there, Mark.
Well, Justin, you always love to hear from Mark. Great character there.
Mark is a fan favorite. Here we go. That will be the end of the pacing. They are going to be lining up. This will be the last lap before going green again.
Stevenson takes that first position again. Still has not pit, though, so we got to watch out for that.
Hope dropping to the 8th position. He must have had some repairs to do. Drivers are lining up. Stevenson is going to be in your leader as we go down for the green flag. Ditz, number 2. McLendon, Canizzo are your fast 4.
Moonbeam says, "Let's go, Mark." As you see, he is a fan favorite. And not to worry about Mark. He's got plenty of race to catch back up. No worries for Mark at all. Coming
Here
around.
we go. Coming around turn 4, the pace car is going to take him down, and it will take a hard left turn. Stevenson will take him down to the green flag. 01 car trying to catch the pack before they go green.
And there it is. Green flag. We're back to racing. Let's get hyped in the chat.
Stevenson on the inside, Stitz on the outside. It's a drag race again, down to turn 1. Side by side. We don't want to see 3 wide.
Oh, a little bit of a bump there. They gain control, though. They keep their control. Almost saw
into
another
the
one.
wall. Vaunt giving a big push to that 14 as he is climbing the field from the 4th position. Hope has dropped back to the 10th, but in front of him is Cameron.
They're getting a little bit wobbly here in these turns.
Down to the start and finish line they go to complete the first lap of the green.
Looks like
3
we got a little
wide.
bit of a 3 wide here. You got to watch out for it.
Back to 2 wide. Single filing out in the front.
Pope looking to make some moves. I think it's still early in the race. He better be careful. As we focus here on Jeremiah Hill, just staying right there in the middle. That's probably where you want to be here, 17 laps into this big race.
Fitz is your new leader. Vaunt, as you're now in the 2nd position. Stevenson is 3rd. Rochelle is your fast 4.
He's definitely climbing up there, that Vaunt guy. let's all take a second to scroll down and subscribe to CYB Incorporated so you can see the next live stream and even message me. We'll put you in the race.
And if you haven't already, check out the video description to join our Discord server. Maybe you can get in on the next race and win yourself some money. Single file as a round turns 1 and 2. Vaunt is your leader. Rochelle is pushing. The strategy here, it looks like, is to single file out, ride out a lot of these laps because we're only lap 20 out of 150. Plenty of race to go. Oh, we're getting a little wobbly. They hold clean. A lot of action in the back of the pack. Across the start and finish line for lap 20.
Vaunt taking that first position again. You gotta love it.
Pope climbed from 10th to 3rd. He's making the moves in the 728 car.
A little too early to be making moves in my opinion, but hey, I'm not on the track.
If you can play it safe and you know what you're doing, maybe he knows something I don't.
I guess we will find out here at Daytona 150.
That single file I was talking about. I knew these drivers were going to want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people on that bottom line. Only a couple up top.
Bont holding that lead. Rochelle in the second position. Pope in the 3rd position.
Now, Justin, with this being 150 laps, do you see any fatigue coming for these drivers? Maybe their hands get tired, their arms get tired?
Well, I would surely hope I had my cup of coffee before this race. When I'm behind that wheel, I definitely get that highway hypnosis. But here at Daytona, there's a lot of action. You're going 189 miles per hour. You're going to want to stay awake.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you got to stretch out those feet at some point.
Any slight movement in your car could be the cause of havoc.
Absolutely, which we've already seen twice so far, 22 laps in. Vaunt holding down that first position there. We'll see how long he can keep it.
Now it looks like someone in the number 9 car, Vondell, is very far behind the pack. Maybe he did not use that fast repair.
Yeah, that damage could be slowing down Mark. I mean, he's got plenty of race still. I'm sure there'll be another caution. Don't count him out just yet.
He's about
This
halfway.
top group is gone.
Sorry, let me make sure Jeremiah's good.
What was that?
I said the top group is gone.
The top is gone, that's right,
Yeah,
because
I heard
these
you.
drivers have
Yeah, my bad.
single filed out to play it safe.
This is a pretty good day. I'm actually in the top group. Usually I'll be back there with the back group.
Yeah, Jeremiah, because you wreck a lot.
Of course.
Say again.
Vaught's still holding that lead in the forest green car. Some drivers are probably praying for a caution.
The way these drivers are driving tonight, it's pretty safe, so...
Oh, one car has flown to the outside.
Yeah, I don't know his move here. Like, what's his strategy?
He needs to get back in, or he is going to, like a parachute, get caught in that wind and fall back.
As you
As
see,
we
he's
see
already
happen.
dropping back.
Oh, man, he is back in the pack, but he has lost a couple of positions.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if he just got loose there and accidentally went outside, or if that was a strategic move by him. Didn't
You
work
know,
out
that-
either way.
When you're 25 laps in, that's something that you have to watch out for with these tires. A lot of humidity out here in Daytona. We are seeing some awesome racer today by these drivers.
Absolutely no rookies here tonight, I'll tell you that much. Maybe Jeremiah, but that's it.
Now, today is April Fool's Day. Now, this was not a prank. These drivers probably were wondering if it was. Now, Cody, did you get pranked today by anybody?
You know, I have not yet. I'm trying to stay off the internet just because I know a lot of people like to do pranks on this day, so I stay away from Twitter.
Now, I miss when I was a younger kid, putting a bucket of water on top of my door and watching my sister open that door and that bucket falls on her head. It never works like it does in the movies, let me tell you. The whole bucket falls on her. Oh, man, it's an accident. And let me tell you, April Fool's Day, it's a good one.
Absolutely knock your sister out clean. April Fools. You gotta love it.
Vaunt holding the lead. Rochelle is second. Pope in the third position. Fourth position is Stevenson.
Now,
like
Stevenson has
somebody-
not paid yet.
Some of these cars have spread out. I wonder if they have been sliding into the wall.
Maybe we're seeing a little bit of tire wear. We are 27 laps in.
Couple of drivers have disconnected. They are dropped out very early on in this race. Maybe that fatigue is getting to them. It is almost 30 laps in. And it's a long track. 2.5 miles to be exact. Track temperature is 102 degrees. It's a partly cloudy 80-degree day here in Florida.
And don't forget the most important part, 60% humidity.
Leaders are holding strong.
Chat, let's get some predictions going in the chat right now. Who do you think's going to take this big 150-lap race?
Who's it gonna be? Pope has been holding strong, let me tell you. I'm keeping my eye on him. Started in the pole position leading up this race today.
Yeah, he's
Climb
in a pretty
from
good
the deck.
position right now, I'll tell you that much. I mean, Vaughn has been really running a flawless race these last couple of laps. You got to see how long he's going to keep this up.
He knows how to drive that number 33 car. Very straight.
Absolutely. You got to think he's been practicing Daytona this whole week waiting for this event. Coming up on a lap car now. We'll see if that causes any problems for these leading drivers. Looks like the lap car is staying low for now. We'll see if he gets that high side to get out of the way. And Mark does. He's on the high side.
Buddy.
Number 9 car dropping to the outside to let the leaders pass. The drivers always appreciate that, but he will hold on to the tail of this pack.
He will try to at least.
Still need that caution. Whoever the leading lap car is under cautions do get waiver rounds, so if you even are a lap down, you could still be in it. It's a second chance, Cody.
Absolutely, and Moonbeam is going to be glad to hear that because he is going for Mark today.
Fan favorite Mark, let me tell you. Look how close the top 3 drivers are doing. There is no room for mistakes.
Absolutely not. One mistake, you could take out the whole pack.
Try to back it up to you, Kelly. But it seemed pointless.
Gilbert looked like had a little trouble. Sounds like he has got some tempers flaring.
Well, you got to expect it. It's a long race, and there's a lot on the line.
32 laps in out of 150.
We're almost clear of stage 1.
Vaunt is holding the lead. Michelle in the second position, followed by Pope, Stevenson, McLendon, Gilbert, Cool.
Now, Justin, in our pre-race here, I was telling you about Junior, how good he was running on Talladega. You got to expect him to start climbing that pack pretty soon.
Talladega's a little bit of a wider track. Here in Daytona, we got a more narrow track. So that could be affecting his skill level as far as his driving goes.
It could be, or is a strategy by Junior.
Still got plenty of racing to do. Hopefully these drivers got their fast repairs, and we need a caution pretty soon.
You got to think, going 190 miles per hour, these tires might be wearing out pretty soon.
Fuel changes is going to be a factor.
That's going to come up soon as well.
Now, if they haven't already pitted, we were talking about looking at 45 to 55 laps in for their first pit stop. That's coming up.
That is coming up, and you got to think, if there's no cautions, how many of these drivers are going to take a green flag pit?
It's going to be a risk they have to juggle, because you have to decide whether or not you keep it going or you take that pit stop. Personally, I'm taking that pit stop.
And personally, I'm not taking the pit stop. I'm hoping for a caution. Doesn't always work, though, as you know. Top
22, hold the
five.
bottom so we can go.
Top 5 sticking together here.
Some of the drivers
The
in the
more you
back of
keep
the
pushing up, the faster we're
pack
going to run
making
us
a
down.
plan to stay together to catch the pack.
As they should. Vaunt, still your leader.
Jeremiah Hill holding that 10th position. We are seeing some awesome racing from these top
Justin,
5 drivers.
Isn't this the longest race so far?
Yes, sir. Looking good, guys.
I was in I think it was 5th place in the top pack. I got a huge run and I couldn't get to the brakes fast enough, so I went to the outside and got shuffled back and couldn't catch the grass.
There you go, folks. Jeremiah, we know your family's out there watching. Good luck.
You hate to
And
see it
now
from
here I am about
Jeremiah,
to get
but
lapped.
Here we go. He's a lap car.
You
Getting
want
lapped.
to do a phone call and check these tires and see how they're wearing?
We're hearing some tire talk going on.
We'll need a caution soon. I only got like 9 laps of fuel. What y'all got?
There's the fuel change we were talking about. Looks like we were very accurate on our our predictions. Excuse me.
Absolutely 9 laps away. I mean, that's lap 46. Vaunt remaining in that first position. Nobody's budging. You got to think nobody's going to make moves until the last 10 laps. So.
That's what you have to do. Look how long they have stayed green. Those unexperienced drivers have been knocked out, and these are your drivers competing for that money.
Now, not to jinx anything, but this has been the lowest caution race I think we've hosted so far.
Love to see it, especially on our big events.
When you race this good, you'll get a call from us inviting you to the next race.
Don't forget to hit that like button, drop that subscription, join the OCS Racing Discord, and you could be the one behind the wheel driving in tomorrow's race.
Or if you don't want to drive, you can always just hang out with us. We would love to talk to you guys.
Now, there's a lot of giveaways that this OCS team does. Even just for if you're a member, it's really a great organization. Like that wheel spin, Diego. Congratulations again for that $15 reward.
Absolutely. You got to wonder, where is Diego?
Now, we usually see Diego out here on the track, but he might just be a little busy and couldn't make it here. We hate to see it. He is definitely a fan favorite.
Absolutely. One of my favorites as well.
Across the start and finish line they go
Well,
to
if you
complete
can push me,
40
don't
laps.
with it.
I missed what Gilbert said. Now, we were trying to keep an eye on Gilbert. Where did he end up dropping to?
You know, I don't... Oh, he's
He's
in
in
the
sixth.
sixth position right now. So not a
That's
bad place
good.
to be.
He's holding strong.
But he is not in this top 5 packed.
We need that caution soon.
Pretty soon here, we might be seeing these green flag pits, man.
Another driver has dropped out of the race.
Hey, 22. When they, hey, first place, is anybody high?
Oh, something's happening in the front of the pack. They're getting wavy. Here comes the lap cars. What is going to happen?
It looks like
Do
they're
they-
too wide as well, so this might be a little bit of a struggle for the lead cars.
Here
Stop
comes the
trying to
squeeze.
pass. We need to be single file. Here's your pass.
Here we go.
Hey, Dustin, is anybody on y'all's high side, or y'all staying single file at the bottom?
Did he ask me that question?
He did.
With a single file pack in the front.
Alright, well, me and 22 should be on the high side.
Hopefully they all get passed up real smooth and nothing happens here. Pope making his move, though. He's up to that second position. He's got that tandem going with Vaunt.
Vaunt holding the lead for a long amount of time. He must be the leading car as far as...
As you say that, he goes straight into the wall, man.
Whoa, the caution comes out.
Finally, and this might be the perfect time to pit, too. You
Here
hate to
we
see it
go.
from Vaunt, man. He was having such a great run.
These drivers really needed it, and they got it. Let's look at that
Don't slow down
replay.
yet,
He's
dude.
spinning like a maniac or like a helicopter, as most would say.
Oh, I know.
Let's see what happened on that replay.
Gotta clear those
Pope
black
getting that tandem. It looks like he just got a little bit too close.
Go high if you
to
want to go
Vaught
to the
here.
pits.
And Vaught just loses control. You know, it looked like more of a mistake of Vaunt. He just turned the wheel too hard.
I was talking about when you hit that apron, you lose complete control in these next-gen cars, and it looks like that's what we saw happen here live.
Absolutely, Vaunt is definitely going to have to use that fast repair.
These drivers were really running out of fuel. This was very helpful. Here they come. Who is coming down pit row? Pope enters.
Now, Pope's got to have a
Rochelle
good
enters.
pit.
Stevenson enters. McLendon enters. Everybody is entering.
That's a smart move, man, on this caution. And with 43 laps in, you got to pit.
Let's see who wins the race down pit row.
Pope's going to need a good pit here to stay in that first position. Did you get all the wave rounds in?
Yeah, it does it automatically.
Richel, quick on pit row. He's going to take out the front.
They're coming out.
Looks like Vaunt's right back in third, so...
Rochelle wins the race out of pit row. Now, we are almost at the big 50 laps of this race. Then we have 100 left to go. 45 minutes into this race, we told you it's going to be a long one.
Chris, you need a wipe around, don't you, buddy?
I took what you got.
As we see Pope drop down to 6th, he must have had a rough pit run. Couple more
And
carts entering pit lane.
Yes, sir. Looks like Mark Rondell is going to be catching up on his laps. Or maybe not, he's still a lap down.
As they start to line up here, going around for the last time before green.
Trying to keep an eye on some of these drivers. They like to be sneaky and just take the lap, take the black flag, and then they get it cleared. But it looks like everyone is staying clean today. Thank you, gentlemen.
Absolutely great clean racing by these racers today.
Rochelle is your leader as we see them lining up because they're going to be going green this time around. Stevenson in the second position. McLendon, Romero are your fast four. Pope takes the fifth position. Gilbert in the sixth.
Yeah, and as we see Vaunt all the way down to that 11th position after that big wreck. We'll see if we can get back into this.
Let's go for it. Let's go for another 50 laps.
Taking them down to the checkered flag here.
Pace car takes that hard left turn down pit row.
And here we are at the Geico Restart mark. Green flag, we're back to racing. Let's see how long we can go before another caution comes out.
Into turn one they go, Rochelle and McLendon leading the pack. Holding that front end into number 37, Rochelle. Getting pushed by the 48 car McClendon. Teamwork will make the dream work here at Daytona. Side by side, some of these drivers got their second chance. Some of these drivers had to use their fast repairs. Hopefully, none of these drivers had to use their last fast repair.
Yeah, we really do hope for the best, but, you know, sometimes you got to use both your fast repairs pretty early.
That completes the first lap of the green flag. Rochelle and McClendon are your leaders. Side by side, into turn 1 they go. We see a little bit of that blinking we were talking about in that number 14 car.
Jeremiah.
Now, Jeremiah Hill this week during practice, he has not been getting the good luck charms, that's for sure. He has definitely been getting into a lot of wrecks, and now we're seeing some bad luck heading his way right now as he is blinking.
Absolutely. Looks like he's blinking pretty bad. Now the whole screen just blinked on my end here. I got a little bit nervous, not gonna lie.
That solar flare the government was talking about has finally hit.
Looks like it has. McClendon, your new leader.
Oh, getting a little wobbly in the back of the back 3 wide. They come down the backstretch.
You got any damage?
Drag race from McClendon and
No
Gilbert.
damage.
Position changes happening,
I
folks.
got front end damage to take over.
Romano takes the 7th position
Alright,
in front of Rochelle, dropping down to the 8th.
I'll go around you on the outside. Just hold your line.
The 9th
Jump in
position.
front of you.
Back of the pack, getting wobbly in the 37 car, Rochelle. Takes the outside lane, trying to get that push from Pope. There it is, folks, live and in
Okay,
action
that's
again.
the
If
arrow,
you
maybe.
are on that outside without a draft partner, you will parachute to the back of that line. Single file, they are going around turn 2 down the backstretch. McClendon is leading, followed by Gilbert and Hill.
Now, Justin Gilbert going all the way up to 2nd place right now. I mean, he's got to be making some moves.
What a turn of events, let me tell you. The people leading the pack, the first 50 laps of this race, are no longer leading this pack, and we see a new pack of leaders.
Yeah, it's really important to get off a pit road pretty quick, or else you could drop back.
Now, Cody, do you think we're going to see a bigger wreck, or do you think the big one has happened and is in the past now?
You know, Justin, I don't think we're going to see a big wreck. I know we're about to see a big wreck, man.
Let me tell you, the last 10 laps of this race, it gets really exciting. These drivers start making their moves, getting aggressive, and you definitely trying to win that money.
Absolutely. They're going to get real aggressive on that last lap for sure.
We got a wobbly number 37.
He's spinning
Rochelle.
out, but he is alone there, so we stay green.
Into pit row he goes.
And it looks like McClendon is your stage 1 leader. Or winner.
Have fun to make it.
Hate to see it so early in the race. Rochelle was a leading man for the first 50 laps. He's still got a fighting chance. He's got to get his car going.
Yeah, as we know, he is not ever out of it.
Man,
Not
could've been
too much
caution.
damage.
Now, Justin, let me tell you one thing that's really scaring me right now. Even besides the blinking, Jeremiah in the front of that pack, you think he causes a wreck anytime soon? I mean, he is known for it.
We really don't want to see it, but if it happens,
Bob, you're gonna pause the
it's
wreck.
going to be an unfortunate
Or no,
event
it's
if
number
you are
2.
involved.
You can't go high, wait till somebody gets on and then try to ease your way back in.
And as you see,
Ooh.
Jeremiah's calling out someone for causing a wreck, or about to cause a
Numbers
wreck.
are flaring. Jeremiah below the yellow line gets back above it. Jeremiah Hill making a really good impression today. holding that third
Sorry, I don't
position.
want to overheat, bud. My bad.
Gilbert
A
throwing
little
it
bit
back
of
to Jeremiah.
back talk by Gilbert. You love to see it, man.
Passive aggressive
Well, now
drama,
that I know
folks.
you're overheating, you can do whatever you want.
And
I'll
it's
just
still
stay
going.
behind you.
We're getting out as soon as we get out.
Oh. That's the kind of chatter you hear over the radio, folks.
Pretty clean, I'll tell you. If someone messed me up, you would hear a lot worse than that.
Drama is unfolding here at Daytona as we round out 53 laps of the race. Now, look at this. We got Cameron Romano holding that 8th position strong. Now, unfortunately, Vondell is in the 12th position. He looks like he is still in the pack. Maybe being not in the pack. Maybe not in that pack. He's in a different pack.
Well, he's got plenty of race to go and at least 2 more pit stops.
Now, I'm glad we got these drivers. They're 2 faster pairs so they can still compete. A lot of drivers have backed out. Started with 17 today.
Man, you blanked out. Come on, right side.
More tempers flaring about the blinking. Ooh, getting a little tight as they round out turn 4 in the back of the pack.
Yeah, you got to feel for both guys when it comes to blinking, because the blinker, I mean, what can you do? And with the guy that's not blinking, it's also very frustrating because you don't know where the car is. So you got to feel for both of them.
And when you practice all week for this event, it would be a shame to have to quit because of your blinking and internet connection issues going on today.
Absolutely. We do not want to see that.
Nick Lendon in the number 48 car is your leader, followed by Gilbert and Jeremiah Hill. Pope in the Fast 4. Stitz is taking that 5th position from Stevenson. Stevenson takes it back. Stitz takes it back from Stevenson. And it's a fight between Stevenson and Stitz because Stevenson now back in the 5th position.
Yeah, they're really battling for that 5th position right now. I think it's too early to do that. I think they should just stay in the draft.
Top 3 holding it nice and straight as they turn into turn 1 and 2.
As you see, Pope takes that outside line, and then you'll see him shuffle back in with the pack. Very smart move by Pope.
Cars are trailing behind. Here they come down the front stretch, crossing the start and finish line to complete 57 laps of this big race.
When you get to me, Patrick.
And there goes Jeremiah again, blinking out of his mind today. Pope back on the outside line with nobody pushing him, nobody in front of him. You got to think, what's going through his mind?
Pope, he's definitely strategizing out there. He doesn't know if he should just stay in that single file line, ride it out. If he wants to advance any more positions, he already climbed from the 10th at one point from this race. I think he's just going to play it safe in that 4th position, and he'll make his moves later on.
Well, he's not playing it safe because he keeps going to the outside where he's got no draft partner. So you really got to question the mind of Pope here.
Well, let me tell you, I know what he's thinking. Your engine, if you stay in that draft for too long, is going to overheat. You'll see these drivers bob and weave to try and get some fresh air into that intake, and it's really something you have to keep an eye on. I think that's what we're seeing from the number 728 Pope.
I don't know. I think he's just a dumbass. Coming up on a lap car now. We'll see what they can do. Looks like he is staying high, though, for the leaders.
Thank you for tuning in with CYB Incorporated, and we want to make sure you're having a good time, and drop a like on that like button, subscribe for the next race next Friday. We want you to tune in for Darlington, where we'll be hitting 500 miles there, and we'll see some familiar faces from this race there, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we hope to see Diego and the Wright brothers as well.
Here they come around turns 3 and 4 to finish the 59. Whoa, it's getting wibbling. We got a crash.
Justin, what happened there?
Ooh, it looks like that apron conflict we were talking about early on. Oh, actually, it looks like Pope gave too much of a push to Roman. That Pope gave too much of a push to the 37 Rochelle, and Rochelle down to the apron came flying back up, hitting Pope, causing this huge wreck. Unbelievable. But
Let's
actually,
look at our slow-mo replay of this crash.
let's do it. Drivers will have a chance to use their fast repairs, catch up to the pack. This is kind of a good thing for those that were struggling and
37
losing
going
the
to
wave
wipe
around.
around.
Only 2 cars were involved. It looked like
iRacing
Michelle
is
just could
controlling the
not
wave around.
hold his line there. It wasn't much of a push by Pope.
Good stuff, guys. Keep it up.
Let's get Cody into the radio to hype up these drivers. Cody, can you do it?
Absolutely. Let me just get some hype going.
Yeah, buddy.
Say drivers are wrapping up 60 laps.
We need it.
Hold on. Let me know if you can see my mic.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Lucky dog coming up.
Hello, drivers. It's Cody here. 61 laps of some pretty clean racing so far. Let's keep it up and let's get that finish going. I guess they weren't hyped.
Well, Mark interrupted you.
Did he really?
Yeah.
God damn it, Mark.
We get going. Maybe I can win the green. No, Mark.
So what did you hear?
We heard most of it.
Oh, okay.
Looks like these drivers are, is it Jeremiah Hill going to be in our pole position as we get the green flag going?
Well, it's looking like that so far.
Stevenson has climbed to the second. Romano, fan favorite, in the third. They might be coming down
Wait,
the
who's
pits.
the host, Justin?
Hold on, I got a call.
Yes, sir.
You didn't even run your damn race?
What's going on?
Did you not even run this? You just watch it?
Tell him about the live
Why?
stream.
What went wrong?
He's asking if you race.
Oh, nothing. I thought you'd be in it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took it as you're not doing a good job. No, I'm just watching. Yeah, we're actually live on YouTube, so me and Coach are on a commenting.
I got you now. No live interviews, none of that.
I'm glad you asked. If you join the OCS Discord server, we had some drivers in a chat, and we're pulling them in for an interview. So I'll drop that Discord server link and my name at the end of the race. Please get in. We're going to hit Darlington next Friday. And I also failed to mention that we are competing for $50 iRacing gift card. I just need your email at the end of the race, whoever wins.
You didn't mention that?
Yeah. I didn't want to mention it too early because the trolls. Now we got the serious drivers.
Okay. $50, guys. That's a big one. Who's gonna win it today?
Not me, and I'm getting wrecked. Money on the line.
No, you ain't gonna win. I ain't.
Yeah, I know. You get wrecked before.
That was funny. I thought he was like talking smack. You're not adminning this?
I'm a real wreck truck driver.
I know. I don't know why you took it like that.
I feel bad now.
I was like, Justin, he just wants to know why you're not racing.
I'm just talking smack.
Like,
I thought I was
excuse
doing
me?
a fantastic job, so I
The
got
fuck
really
you say to
offended.
me?
I was really proud of my work. That's why.
There's not much you need to do here when they're this clean, though.
Man, we want that drama up here in the booth.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flags, Justin. We're back to it. Lap 63 coming up.
Jeremiah Hill is your leader as he takes him down to turn 1 and 2 side by side. Stevenson takes the lead.
Stevenson quickly jumps on that lead as Jeremiah is dropping way back, not having a draft partner.
Ooh, Stevenson on the inside. Jeremiah blinked to the 5th position. Ooh, single filing out. Will they single file out, or are they going to try and stay side by side?
But looking at a 2 wide right now, it might be the smart decision.
Oh no, it looks like Vondell had a connection drop due to an upload packet loss. We hate to see it from one of our fan favorites, Martin. No.
Absolutely, you really do hate to see it. We hope to see Mark in this chat, though. He might drop in.
Unfortunately, that is something you do not want to happen, but it is a long race, and you have to make sure you make the preparations.
It's a
Telling
part of
your
life.
kids, telling your wife and kids, get off the internet. I'm here to race.
Absolutely, man. This is important. A lot on the line. Get off the internet.
I even knocked on my neighbor's door and told them, get off the internet.
They use your Wi-Fi?
No, but I just wanted all signals clear for this race.
You can't be too safe with it.
We also like to take a moment to pray and thank those in Ukraine and helping out against the efforts against Russians' invasion. Ukraine, we are thinking of you, and you are in our hearts, keeping you in our prayers. Let's get back to this race. Vaunt is your leader, followed by Pope.
Yeah, absolutely, Justin. Always in our minds, always in our heart. And Vaunt, I can't believe he's taken back the 1st position, dude.
Now, let me tell you, Pope is now in the 2nd position. He climbed from the 10th. He is having one heck of a race.
Why are you shutting me out?
Uh-oh, tempers.
Sorry, that was my bad.
And we get a sorry from Romano. Now, he is not one to want to make enemies. He is such a friendly guy. Cameron, we love
Okay,
you.
I'll pray for you.
There it is.
You say he's going to pray for him?
Praying for Cameron. We're all praying for people out here
He
today.
definitely needs some prayers. I'll tell you that much.
Let me pray for him. Let me pray for Vaunt and Pope as they are the leaders of this race, moving across the finish line to finish out the 66th lap of this race. Cody, we are counting them down.
Yeah, it's getting close to the end there. Someone's going to win this $50. And Pope, I mean, he was just in a wreck, and he's already back to 2nd. I mean, you'd love to see it.
Jeremiah still having a little bit of blinking issues as he drops to the 6th position, trying to hold tight. Cameron on the outside, parachuting to the back. Needs to drop to the back of the line, get into that draft to hold
Better
tight.
stay down right there. You're gonna lose them.
I know I was on the phone, not paying attention.
Jeremiah
Just pushing.
texting and racing not recommended, especially when so much is on the line here.
I definitely would not recommend that, and you got to think that's probably why he crashes a lot.
Thank you, sir. What's up, Glenn?
Using that secondary Wi-Fi might be a blinking issue. Do not use your cell phone when you're racing.
Absolutely, or disconnect and get on your LTE with T-Mobile.
I got people prank calling my phone all night.
Prank calls are flying into Jeremiah Hill. When you're that much of a big name out here, you're going to get them.
Well,
have to do a number.
Justin, I'm not going to lie. I accidentally dropped his number in the last stream.
Might be one of the factors. Here we go. Vaunt is your leader, followed by Pope, Stitz, and Stevenson on your fast four. McLendon holding that fifth position, as we know. Jeremiah Hill in the sixth. Gilbert in the seventh. Rochelle, who led a big part of this race, holding in the top 10. 190 miles. They are flying around Daytona's 2.5 mile course.
Try to sneak him inside.
Justin, I kind of want to see what happened to Mark. Is there a way you can bring him in for an interview?
Does anybody want to run outside?
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in Mark.
What if you weren't blinking, Miguel?
Mark, you got a copy.
Well, pass me and I'll just follow.
Yeah, my internet busted on me. I just came back on. I'm coming back.
Oh, we hate to see it. I guess that's what we saw. We made the announcement, and we hope you get back in here and finish strong.
I'm loading right now. I'll
That
probably
sounds good.
need a few more lucky dogs, but I'm just gonna have fun anyway.
Okay, well, we can't wait to see you back on the track and see what you can do. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, buddy.
Mark, ladies and gentlemen, we love to see that he's coming back on the track. It's not over for him.
Definitely had some rockin' music playing to hype himself back up. We love to see his fighting, the desire to get back on the track and see what he can do. Getting a little bit wobbly. Jeremiah,
Big wreck.
They were
cars
going
flying
down.
everywhere into the wall.
They went high.
Yeah,
then they
Justin,
went
was
low,
that
they
caused by
went
Jeremiah?
like almost.
Gilbert involved. It looks like Cameron got a little wobbly. Let me see the
Base car's gonna be 1 and 2 guys. We're checking up in 1 and 2.
No. It
My
looks
bad,
like it
man.
was.
That's nothing I could do there.
The 37 car. Oh, the. Let me see what
I
number.
got Dwayne P. I'm blowing up.
37, that's the second wreck he has caused here.
Yeah, the 37. Who's in the 37 car? Dustin.
You know, it happens. His two crashes have seemed to be mistakes so far, so.
That could be considered the big one. That was quite the accident. Their car is flying all over the field.
Absolutely, but expect to see another one.
This will change a lot of things. These drivers are making their decisions. Do they want to take the pit or not? To pit or not to pit? That is the question.
You know, if it's me, I pit now because you never see, with how these drivers have been driving, you never know when there's another caution coming.
See some
What happened there,
drivers.
Dustin?
What do you say?
I didn't hear.
What was that, buddy?
Oh, Dustin.
What happened there? Is that like you think or something?
What happened there? Oh, somebody come up on me.
That's not exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
I just got right hook. Went for a fun little ride on my top.
As you see Pope and Vaunt into the pit road. Looks like Pope went a little bit past his pit lane there. So that's going to drop him back.
Here they come. Vaunt winning the race down pit row, followed by Pope, McLendon, Stevenson, Stitz, Jeremiah Hills. Oh, we have some changes. Hold on. Cameron is taking your fourth position, followed by Stevenson. Here they are under the yellow flag. They might be out of fast repair. Some, if you're lucky, still have their fast repair.
I got the lucky dog there. I'm the flat down guy.
I think we can one to green it. Who's in the 14? That's Jeremiah Hill.
I'd figure it out quick if you want to.
I don't think we can.
We've been in this race for an hour and a half.
Not even halfway through as well.
We're almost halfway through.
Come on around me there, Mark.
Did you put a time limit on it?
Yeah, but it's like 6 hours.
Okay. We might hit that at this point.
Like 4 hours and
Lucky
15
dog.
minutes. Then we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I'll go low.
Drivers are lining up. Here we go. We're going to see Javont. Pope are your leaders. McLendon and Stevenson are your fast four.
Is that a lucky dog going around?
Yep.
Okay.
Number 9. Who's number 9? Mark.
Yeah, Mark's going to need plenty of waiver rounds.
Just to make it clear, I'm not waving Mark around. The iRacing is controlling the waiver rounds. We are making this as fair as possible when there is such a prize on the line.
Pope and Vaughn are your first and second place leaders here. I mean, you got to expect one of them's going to win this thing. They've been having a great race so far.
Look, Pope was in the 10th position, maybe even the 12th position at one time, climbing to one of the leading leaders of the pack here. I think they're going to stay side by side for a little while this time around.
We're about to find out because we are green, Justin. We're back to it.
Let's see some hardcore racing as we see the drag race by Vaunt and Pope down to turn 1. Pope taking the outside.
Pope a little close to that wall there.
Round the turn they go. Trying to avoid the wrecks. We have 3 wide. Down the backstretch. Vaunt and Pope are taking the pack down. Side by
Now,
side.
we're straight in the middle there, boys.
Vaughn.
Passive aggressive comments are coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to look how nice these drivers have been to each other, considering.
Jay Bond holding. Jay Stevenson is your leader.
Stevenson getting a big push by Stitz.
Bond in the second position, trying to hold tight. The top 3 are battling.
Oh, and off the track, Stevenson. Now, Justin, did he hit the wall?
He hit the wall hard. Yep, I will throw the caution for that one. But this will be a quick yellow lap.
Absolutely, and we just passed our halfway mark of this big 150. I'm liking what I see so far.
Yes, we had some great racing. We're having a little bit more cautions now, but as expected, I told you near the end of this race, these drivers are going to get more aggressive to try and get to that top spot.
Absolutely, I expect to see a lot of aggressive driving in at least the last 10 laps, maybe the last 15.
It looked like we lost Patrick McLendon. Was he the one that was in the crash, right? No, Stevenson.
McLendon had the lead for a little bit of a lap. He's actually our stage 1 winner. Sad to see him have to drop out of this race.
Sad to see is an understatement.
This will be a quick yellow.
Good.
I got lucky dogs, just don't hang me out.
Yeah, Mark.
Justin, who is the one that's going to win this race?
Who is going to win, he said?
I'm taking my lucky dog Justin.
Commentators can't really give predictions, but you know.
You watching that Justin there? What happened there?
Yes, sir.
I was not watching what happened there. What?
I can't come across one of those ones that chick up and got from me. I tried to push him to cut down a little bit.
Oh, he's talking about the wreck.
Oh.
Got a couple new viewers in the live stream. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you know next time we go live. You will not miss it. So far, we're at halfway of this race. If you've missed it, it's been a good one. Not many cautions, great driving, and Vaunt is in your lead.
Here we go. 1 to green. We see these drivers line up for a shortened caution. We want to see as much racing as possible for the viewers.
Alright, I ain't got no fast repairs. Y'all be nice.
It sounds
I still
like
got
we
2
are
left.
running out of fast repairs. Jeremiah still has 2 left. That would be very lucky to have.
I timed it because every pit I took, sometimes I would just take it to take some of the damage off.
Very smart.
And I actually had to do that twice.
That's
I
what
would
we
just
want to
wait the pit
see.
time.
Well, when you're like Jeremiah and wreck a lot, you got to be smart about your fast repairs.
Alright, I'm back on lead left. Here we go.
Next caution, if there is another caution, we'll bring in Cameron to see how he's doing. I was just about to bring him in, but we're about to go green. Don't want to interrupt.
Absolutely not. You need all the focus you can get on Daytona.
Just want to take this moment before we go green to thank our OCS club members, the people
Hey,
who have
Timothy,
subscribed for
let's try to get a
$3 a
good
month on the
run on this
Discord.
outside.
Jeremiah Hill and Cameron Romano. Thank you again for all the
Outside
support
road,
and being a
back up.
personal sponsor to the OCS race team.
Absolutely. Sign up today on our Discord server for only $3 a month. I mean, that's not a bank breaker, you know what I mean? You can get a shout out on the next one.
Pace car takes the hard left turn. Vaunt is taking him down. Pope is taking him down for the green flag. Vaunt is taking him down to the green flag.
Green flag, we're back to it. Pope with a little bit of a jump there, not going to lie.
There they go. Drag racing down to turn 1. Pope got a big jump there.
Was he black flagged for that, though?
Oh, Rondell had a black flag.
Well, he did look like he passed the leader, but maybe from my angle I saw it wrong. Pope hangs onto that lead. Vaunt in the second position. Battling hard here. Got about 3 drivers on the outside here. Now 2. You got to think they're going to need more help than that.
Pope and Vaunt taking him down across the start and finish line. This is going to be the 79th lap of this race. Pope is in the lead position. Now, I love seeing the
Number
3
2, what's
familiar
happening?
faces.
Check up.
Got some tempers flaring. It looks like they're sorting it out there on the radio.
Oh, you're fourth in line. You got to check up. Stop.
How are you guys doing in the chat? Are you enjoying this race? And who do you think's going to win? Let me know.
Thank you, 7 viewers watching now. Rounding out 80 laps of the 150 lap race.
Stitz looks like he took that first position. As you see, he goes in front of Pope, trying to block him off there. What a move by Stitz.
Very clean and strategic move. Pope giving him the push now.
As you see, that number 37 is gaining on that outside line.
Gaining is an understatement. He has definitely gained that position.
up to second place after that big crash. He went into the wall hard, but is able to recover because of those
14th,
fast
we're
repairs.
fourth in line. Stop hitting
It's
me.
side by side with Rochelle. Rochelle's battling for the first position on the outside.
Looks like Gilbert's having some tempers with Jeremiah there.
Racing around at turn 3. Stitz rocking a very fascinating paint job in that number 22 car. Orange and purple. It's Halloween here at Daytona as we lead down to the start and finish for 81 laps completed.
And Pope regains that lead. What a great, smart move by Pope. Vaughn in your second position.
Here we go. Drivers looking a little bit wiggly in the back as they are too wide. Cameron goes down to single file it out. We got some single file racing here in Daytona. Now Rochelle has definitely made some improvements after that last caution. He was in the back of the pack, actually got wrecked, and now in third position again.
Yeah, and that's all because of those fast repairs.
Stop cutting me off, man.
Tempers are flying.
It's the first time. Give me a break. My bad.
Oh,
Whoa, Jeremiah.
fighting words. Jeremiah's
You
really
were like
trying.
half a car behind me when I cut in.
Jeremiah really trying to make the race today. He's been working hard all week.
Two of the OCS favorites here, Mark and Jeremiah, getting into it.
In the number 728 car, Pope is taking him down across the start and finish line. Bonus is in the second position as they are single file racing, trying to pass by a lot of laps here. We still got a lot of racing to do. Thank you for viewers that are watching now. Please drop a like and check out the description and join the OCS server today for live updates of what's going on the base team. It's a lot of fun. We do wheels with giveaways and iRacing gift cards, and it's a great time. You got to check it out.
Also, I missed this before, but Moonbeam has subscribed to the channel. We appreciate you, Moonbeam.
Beam, thank you so much.
'23, if you can get to me, push me.
9 drivers remain here at Daytona, trying to win that cash prize as they come down the backstretch. Pope in the lead. Jeremiah Hill making some progress. Mark and Cameron holding tight in the 8th and 9th position. Now, Cody, if you were out there on the track and you have survived up to this point, what are you
almost like
thinking? What is running through your head at this point?
Well, in my head, there would be no worries because I know there's plenty of race left. I would just try to stay in the pack, try to stay out there, and hope for the best, really.
Definitely would have to agree with you. It's at the point where these drivers are pretty trustworthy and you are safe to just ride and cruise.
I'm just having to check.
Absolutely. No crazy moves until the last 10 laps at least.
A lot of throttle control goes into riding that track. You don't want to push too hard. You don't want to fall too far back. Now, when the race is this long, remember I talked about getting that clean
Get another guy
air
over in front of you. You
to
too much
cool down
throttle.
that intake. Still holding the lead, followed by Vance, Shell, Gilbert are your fast forward.
Yeah, Pope and Vaughn have really been in the lead this whole race, aside a couple of crashes, but Yeah, I feel like they're the best drivers on the track so far here at Daytona.
Heading single file down the backstretch they go. Into turn 3. 87 laps have been completed here today. If you made it this far, consider yourself lucky. You have survived.
What do we got, 9 left?
Left.
How many?
9. 2 of them behind the pack.
Starting with 17 down to 9. You hate to see it, but it does happen. Pretty mistake-free so far, Justin, wouldn't you say?
We're looking great. Single file. Crossing that start and finish line. 90 laps of this race have been completed. We are counting down. These drivers will be getting aggressive pretty soon. Now, they will probably need another pit stop for fuel.
Absolutely, they're going to need at least one more pit stop. But we'll see what happens.
Now, do you wait for the caution, or are we risking it?
Me, personally, I wait for the caution because, I mean, you might see it with 9 drivers. You might not, though. So it's really a risky game to play.
The timing is right. You could take the pit stop now, and on the next caution, take the leading position because you wouldn't have to take the pit.
Yeah, with a 2.5-mile track, you might not fall too far behind on a caution or on a green lap pit.
What a race it's been thus far. Hope is still in that lead position. Vaunt second. Michelle is third. Gilbert, there's your fast 4. Round turns 3 and 4. Someone on the outside there.
That's Jeremiah, man. Outside by himself, no draft partner. You got to question it.
My fault. I'll go to the inner line.
Oh, and we got a crash.
Jeremiah, of course.
That's gonna probably use one of his fast repairs.
I'm checking up for the pace car. 1 and 2. Checking up for the pace car. I'm gonna let the pace car by.
As you see them check up in turns 2 here.
Well, that's going to take care of that fuel change that we were talking about. What a blessing in disguise for some, for others, not so much.
Justin, do we do a quick caution here?
I believe we can. No, they're all going down the pit.
Are we on 2 to green right now?
Wait, yeah, we can. I think. I don't know where number 9, that's Mark. Depends if Mark took the pit or not. I think he did the wait around, so I think we can.
Pope keeps passing his pit lane there. You got to think that is... He's losing time off that as Vaunt takes the pit win here.
Vix, watching live now. Please drop that like and subscribe.
Make sure you put those notification bell on so you know next time we go live and you can join the whole race.
Out of the pits they go. I'm 1 to green.
Jeremiah seems to have opted out of the pit, and he is a leader right now.
Black clear.
Demanding his black be clear again. It has been. Nah.
You know, Justin, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty scared seeing Jeremiah in that second position. I just don't want him to
Hurry
mess
up
it
and
up for the other
pass.
drivers.
Well, it looks like Jeremiah has to let a couple cars pass, so don't think that is his final position.
Okay, thank the good Lord. I am not as scared anymore.
What did Glenn want?
I don't know.
That's unfortunate not to be.
That's unfortunate. I had to pee.
That does kind of suck.
Why would you do that now?
Man, did he make
Green
it
lights,
back?
Justin, we're back to it.
Oh shit. Mark didn't make it to the back. Well, he's like,
It looks like we got to get back.
what are you saying?
I don't really know. All I know is we've given Mark plenty of chances here.
And he's still 5 laps down. Mark, we love to see it. Pope giving that big push to Vaunt as they go into turns 3 and 4. 93 laps have been completed out of the 150 that needs to be done. Playing it safe, these drivers are single file going around the track. Vaunt and Pope are still your leaders. They've been holding it out this whole race. What's some fantastic racing by these drivers. Very minimal amount of crashing today, which is good, meaning we had some hardcore racing.
Some hardcore and some clean racing. So, besides a little bit of mistakes from Jeremiah, you got to expect it. But other than that, pretty clean.
Here they come down the front stretch, crossing the start and finish line. Vaunt is your leader.
As you see, Junior is starting to creep up that line there. He's
I am definitely feeling that potty break. Some of these drivers need it.
absolutely, I'm feeling it too.
"96 laps have been completed so far during this race. Still a lot of race left to go.
Coming up on 50 laps to go. I mean, this is a big one. 50 laps to go, $50 on the line.
9 drivers still remain as they are fighting for that chance.
Did you do a top 3 prize or just top 1?
Just the top one gets the prize.
Winner takes it all, so they better be careful here.
Thank you, everyone who has tuned in watching tonight. Thank you for this love and support. We always appreciate. This is our first time doing something like this, and hope we're doing a great job and keeping you entertained tonight.
Who they should be thanking is Vaunt and Pope for having a great race here. Very entertaining to watch.
Cameron's practice has been paying off, holding that 4th position. We love seeing Cameron Romano in the number 23 car racing like his heart loves it. Now in the NASCAR Cup Series this Sunday, they are in Richmond, Cody. Who do you think's going to win the Richmond race?
Richmond race, man. I haven't looked too much into it, but I'm thinking Joey Logano takes it.
Look, I'm keeping my eye on my favorite. I'm a bandwagon guy, Kyle Larson. I'm saying he's going to take the win. Now, Toyota hasn't had any wins this season. Hopefully, they get something wrapped up under the belt.
Well, you got to expect Kyle Busch is going to take that Bristol win, so they got one coming soon.
Just a reminder, next Friday, we're going to be hitting the Darlington for the 500-mile race. Another grand prize will be offered, and some of these familiar faces, I'm sure, will be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Darlington. It's a very fun track, very skill-based track as well. So I expect to see a lot of drivers out the first couple laps and see some pro skill driving in the last few laps.
Ooh, getting a little bit wobbly in the back. Someone got the tap in the tail.
I didn't mean to run up on you like that.
And there's the apology.
Yeah, that was a close one, but you're all good, man.
Oh, that was the first time we've seen a good interaction between Jeremiah and another driver.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see it.
And as they cross the finish line here, Justin, Vaunt is your Stage 2 winner. Congratulations, Vaunt.
Holy cow, you have been racing like a maniac out there, holding
my back,
top position, the most unwanted position here at the Speedway for such an early 101 laps into the race.
Usually it's hated, but with the way Vaunt's been driving, he's got to love it.
Coming up to a lap car, Vondell takes the high side to let them pass. Always appreciated.
Vondell has been passed up a couple times, but he is very safe. He does keep the high side, so we love to see that.
Yes, one of my favorite things about the guy is he came back after his drop of internet and is trying his best to keep the show going. The show always must go on.
And as he said in his interview, he's just here to have fun, and you love that attitude.
That's what it's all about, Cody. iRacing gives us the opportunity to become drivers for ourselves in a safe environment, and join the OCS server today so you can get your chance to be here, live streamed racing. Vaunt and Pope are still your leading pack cars as they pass by Vondell now. Single file. See if Mark tries to jump into the draft.
You know, if I'm Mark right now, I do try to jump in that draft as fast as I can so I can catch up.
And there's the move. He is in the pack. That's going to be very helpful for not losing any more laps. And let's go ahead and give one more shout out to our OCS Club members, Jeremiah Hill and Cameron Romano, who are still out there racing and driving strong. Thank you guys again for becoming a member and personal sponsor to the OCS race team.
Glenn, are you Candy Rogers?
What did he ask?
Not quite
Actually,
sure.
Are you can to Roger's tail?
You what?
Are you can to Roger's tail?
Roger stopped there. I know passed away.
I still don't know what he's saying.
Okay, we got one that I race with sometimes.
Oh, he's asking if he's another
I got
person.
an uncle who's named Roger. He passed away about 4 or 5 years ago.
With Vaughn's holding that lead
You
position.
ain't never
Hope
raced in the big show,
following
have you?
closely behind. That pushing skills
Yeah,
there,
I've
been
raced
holding
there
it
a
very
couple times.
straight. We're down to our
so.
final 45 laps of this race. Cody, it's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, give it about 35 laps left, or 35 laps after this. It's going to start to get crazy.
They will have to do another pit stop. I know their fuel will require it.
Absolutely, and I'll make sure after that pit stop to hype them up for that $50 so we can see the best last couple laps. Vaughn holding on to that first position. I think he's led most of this race.
Round and round they go. Who's going to win it? Nobody knows. Vaughn has been holding a lead position ever since the green flag has dropped. Pope is still pushing right behind. Rochelle and Junior are your fast four. Stitz in that 5th position. Jeremiah Hill giving him that push down the front stretch into turn 1. Side by side in the back of the leading pack.
Going up here on 40 laps, I think we're going to have to see a green light or a green flag pit, dude. I don't see any of these drivers making a mistake.
They have to let Molly out really fast. I will return in under 10 seconds.
Sounds good. I'll be counting to 10. We'll see.
Hold on.
Vaughn remains in the lead. Pope behind him. Richel, Jr., Stitz, and Hill holding on to that front of the pack. Coming up on 40 to go. At this point, it's anybody's race with how close they are. Anything can happen. And it's pretty close, down to the wire.
Here they are, the drivers are going down the backstretch. Vaughn is still in the lead. Pope is pushing. This is how it's been since the green flag has dropped from the last caution.
Yeah, not many moves being made, and I wouldn't be making moves either with 40 laps remaining.
I am completely impressed with the turnout and skill level of these drivers. I could not have thanked them any more than I have. I'm so sorry, I'm messing this up. I thank these drivers for putting on such a great show tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, I expected a shit show, not gonna lie, but what we have seen so far has been a masterpiece.
A masterpiece is an understatement. This has been some high, thrilling racing we're watching.
That pit has to be coming soon, Justin. I'd say within the next 10 laps.
Yes, I would have to agree with you. Around 120, lap 120, 125, I would call it.
Jeremiah
Folks,
continues to blink here.
These laps are counting down fast. The nice clean racing is helping it.
McLendon, your stage 1 winner, and Vaunt, your stage 2 winner. But who is going to be the winner of this race?
Hope holding in that second position. That is where I would want to be.
Justin, I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to come down to the wire. We might see a photo finish here.
A photo finish would be the best thing for us to bring the greatest entertainment for these folks at home watching.
Absolutely.
If you have a driver you are supporting, drop their name in the chat so we know who you are rooting for.
We already know someone's rooting for Mark and someone's rooting for Cameron, but who else are you guys rooting for here?
McCormick says we should quit, and I could not agree more.
Oh, I appreciate that, McCormick. We will thinking about quitting.
Retiring is something I would love to do, and I could sit back on my golf cart going down the course with a cigar in my hand.
Well, Justin, if you had nails before this race, you definitely don't have them now, because let me tell you, this has been a nail biter.
I have bitten all my nails and toenails off, Cody.
Toenails too, wow. As they're coming on this lap car, I might have to bite my toenails too.
They come. Closing out 114 laps of this
Oh,
race.
Jeremiah down on the apron there.
Looks like Jeremiah Hole gets back up, stays clean.
Looks like he just lost it there. Nobody touched him or anything.
If you touch that apron, all you could hope for is getting back on that track in a straight line.
Yeah, it's really all about praying, because you never know what's going to happen once you hit that apron.
Car's taking the lap around Cameron.
You know, Justin, McCormick telling us to quit just makes me think McCormick should quit his bitching. That's what I think.
I think we should ask McCormick what he recommends we do. What can we do to make this a little bit more exciting for him and entertaining for him to watch? I'd love to hear it.
Just, I'm going to be honest, I don't really care what he wants. Lap 115, Justin, we're coming down to the end here.
Oh. Still plenty of racing left. They will want to start strategically thinking about where they want to be for the closing laps.
Well, I'll tell you where they want to be. First place. Just think about that $50, man. What can that get you nowadays? Couple gallons of gas?
Mark is going to catch this dub so hard. I hope so. We love Mark Vondel in the number 9 car, making his way around the track, but the pack is catching up. He's going to have to let them pass by. Hopefully catch the tail end of that pack.
Yeah, Moonbeam. I love Mark too, and I hope the best for him, but it might be a little too little too late. Winner, winner. Yeah, we'll see, Moonbeam. We will see. You know, anything could happen. You could be right.
Winner can buy himself a chicken dinner with the prize money we're offering today, folks.
Absolutely. Now, Justin, if you're trying to get a chicken dinner, where are you going? Personally, I'm going to Cane's.
Oh, Raising Cane's. That's not one of my personal favorites. I know it is a neighborhood favorite, but I'm going to have to go and stick with my Popeyes chicken.
Popeyes chicken. I don't know about that one, Justin. I'd rather have Chick-fil-A than Popeyes.
A lot of chicken places have been going downhill, in my opinion. Jay Vaught still holding the lead in the number 33 car, getting that push by Pope as they pass by the lap car.
Couple lap cars here.
Drivers showing their appreciation for the lap by.
As you see, that lap car takes down, and I believe that is Jeremiah, gets into that draft.
That was Mark. Jeremiah is trailing behind, just now crossing that start and finish line. I thought he had his 2 fast repairs left. I would love to see what happened with Jeremiah during the course of this race.
This is a really long race.
Couldn't agree more. Maybe I should have made a little bit less laps.
I told you that before.
Daytona 500, 08, finish second.
Okay, McCormick is now friendly. We do like McCormick now.
Good,
Appreciate you, McCormick.
It's a long race.
And I apologize for taking it
keep
so
going
serious.
strong,
I
though.
forgot
You
it's
guys are
April
doing
1st.
Great. I appreciate it, but we are taking that notes for the next time. This is a long race.
Unless you're about to say April Fools
mean,
after
it's
that, then
fine,
I'll get mad again.
We've been in it for 2 hours now.
Oh, Rex, no caution.
There's a wreck?
Who wrecked? Halo.
Who?
I was kidding, by the way.
Oh my god, you fell for it, dude. Well, he got us with the good old April Fool's joke, man.
What a joke that's going to get you kicked out of the race, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
Did you actually kick him?
Oh, I thought there was
Yeah.
right. That's not bad. Do I have time to go in the pit?
Brandon Reed, another fan of Mark. Mark's got a lot of fans in this chat.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your pit stop. My apologies, guys.
I'm gonna need my penalties cleared.
Justin, you hate to see such a bonehead mistake this late in the race.
What a bonehead mistake by me for listening to it. I knew there was no crashes, but I didn't want to piss anyone off, and that's what you get for having your feelings in this race, folks. Do not put your feelings in it.
Absolutely, and if you put your feelings in too far, McCormick might just make fun of you.
He just
got
ran
another fan of
120
Mark.
laps.
I know, I saw that.
And get kicked.
Mark is definitely a fan favorite,
Yeah, well, he
despite
really
being in
messed
the
up
back of the
pace
pack.
thing.
Oh, if I was you, I wouldn't do the same thing. I was expecting to wreck the whole time.
Justin, with the slowdown of pace and that April Fool's joke, you got to think it's gonna mess up these drivers' momentum they had going.
Yes, and we hate to do it to them, but unfortunately it's going to happen when you have random people joining the lobby and making these false accusations of crashes.
I just can't believe he did it this late, man. 120
Right, clear.
laps he just raced, and then he does that. Like,
I don't think he was expecting to be kicked and removed from the race for it, but folks, this is a serious thing. We can't be messing around like that.
when there's $50 on the line, I mean, come on.
Lap, or do I still have another lap under my belt? Right now, you are at -1 lap. Copy.
It should put you on the lead lap.
I think he was 2 laps up.
No, Caleb got the lucky, or Cameron got the lucky dog there. Should.
Just on this pace lap, is there anybody you'd like to interview right now?
I need to make sure we get back on track. Let's see, we can bring Cameron in here. I think.
Not
He
a
might
cool
be
joke.
busy.
Totally understand the kick, guy. Yeah, especially with $50. If there was nothing on the line for these drivers and not messing up their momentum, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
I
But
can't stop laughing. That's too funny.
oh man,
Yeah, we were
McCormick's
trying
got
to get green
$5
flag
grand
this
on
off there.
Vondale. Let's go,
Should
Mark.
have looked at that
Okay.
before you start.
Don't get into sports betting
Yeah,
because
I'm
that is not a
personally
safe bet.
embarrassed. I'm really sorry about that.
Ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. It's your host. You're the one that made it possible for everybody.
As we love to hear the support in the chat.
This should be the one to green.
It definitely is, Justin. We're about to get back to it. We'll get
I
that
don't know
interview
why
with
he was
Cameron
waiting so
sometime.
late until the race and everybody started getting good and settled down to do a show.
We also need to bring Mark back in here for all these fans that want to hear Mark say something.
Ooh, let's see. Let's get Cameron for an interview.
Let's do it.
Cameron, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Cameron, after the big April Fool's prank was pulled on us, what are you gonna do? You've been holding out strong. We're proud of you.
I appreciate that. I mean, 29 laps to go in the race. I'm still 1 lap down. I think I'm
He
just
probably done
gonna
it because you only have 15 minutes.
just gonna let it coast.
Done.
We definitely
it's
think
been
there will
done.
be another caution. These drivers are going to get aggressive for the last couple laps. I'll let you go
It
before the
was
green
done
flag
40
here,
minutes
Cameron.
ago.
Thanks for coming
I
in.
don't know what he was thinking.
Appreciate it anytime.
Good luck, Cameron.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Cameron. All right, that's
Hey,
Cameron.
Justin, are we running tomorrow?
We might take tomorrow off, but I'm not sure yet.
Justin, I think we have our next interview.
would be
Brandon
perfect,
wants
with my
Mark,
brother's
and so does Moonbeam here.
Yes, we love the fans rolling in from Mark.
I got to go to the track. I'm leaving
Always
here
a
in
fan
like
favorite.
3 or 4 hours.
Oh, apparently McCormick is his #1 fan. We got a little bit of a feud going on here between Mark.
Ooh, we love to see it in the comments, folks.
And we're back to it just after the April Fool's prank is done. Let's see if they can get their momentum back.
Rochelle is going to take them down into turn 1. It's a drag race all the way down by Rochelle and Vaunt. Stitz in the 3rd position, Pope in the fast 4. Side by side.
I really do hope to see Vaunt take that position back just so we can get a fair race here.
You gonna come up here and push me or what?
Oh, tempers are flaring.
I have no help behind me. I can't get up to you.
No! Great,
Oh my
great,
gosh.
great.
And
Wow.
a huge crash so soon.
What
is
happened? I looked
happening?
away, man.
Friggin' serious.
Let's rewind the tape and find out. Looks like we got a huge push by Jeremiah. The car went
This
47,
is
went flying onto
great.
the apron,
Man,
then
you
went flying
gotta.
back up.
You caused it.
It's crazy to see how many
Yeah, well, no
wrecks
shit.
Jeremiah causes. You hate to see it.
Really hate to say these drivers are really not happy with him on that one. You can hear it on the radio.
Wake up and restart.
It's just crazy how massive the freaking check is.
Cody, go hype them up. Tell them 25 more laps remain.
They seem a little bit mad right now.
We need the hype up.
Oh,
Distract them.
Moonbeam has been following Mark's career for 24 years now.
Yes, we love to see Mark started out as a clam fisherman
Yeah, I'm not
out in
ready.
New Jersey. Got into the go-karting leagues, picked up by the Cup Series.
And not doing too
here he
well.
is.
I'm done.
Looks like we got a couple drivers that are
I'm
out.
done.
Vondell made the announcement that
I'm
he is done. And we will really not want to see that.
Yeah, that's rough. We should probably bring him in on this caution lap. Get a word with him.
Again with him.
Ooh, Glenn has disconnected.
Is Mark safe? I need to know. Mark
You're one
is
to talk,
safe.
man. You called me after you after
We're going to get him in
like
here
middle
for
of
an
the race,
interview for you
going in a
guys.
lotto, slam me, make me ready.
Tempers are flaring in the chat room.
Absolutely, as they should be. Justin, are you grabbing Mark?
I'm with Clem.
Wait, hold on.
The
He's
fans,
busy. He's in the pit.
the fans really want to see him, man.
Okay, let's find out. Mark, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Fans are begging to know, are you still in this race?
Nope, I got 9 minutes repair.
Dang, all the comment section we're rooting for you, Mark. We're going to really miss you. Hopefully, could be a possibility that you somehow pull this off, but it's going to be a real fighting chance.
No, it was an uphill battle after I lost internet and went down 8 laps, but I was having fun. Jeremiah just causes too many accidents. I doubt I'll race with him again.
Yes, I agree. We will have to take a look at what we can do to prevent that from the future. I'm very sorry about it, Mark. Thank you again for racing and participating.
Mark.
Any last words for your fans?
Well, there's nothing you can do about it, bud. That's just the way racing is. But I've raced with him too many times, and he's wrecked me all the time.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out and make sure he doesn't wreck again. Just to let you know, Mark, everybody's cheering for you. I got a couple people making bets on you, and they love to see you, man.
The track temperature's decreasing.
Those are my boys.
Celsius.
That's what's up,
Mark,
man.
hopefully we'll see you on the next one, and good luck. We'll talk to you after the race.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, sorry.
There's Mark for you guys.
All right, here we go. The driver's going to be lining up this time around. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 5 remain.
Brandon, watch out. The moderators are on to you. No hate speech, please.
You might get a top 4 here, Cameron.
Cameron, just go ahead and fill in that space. I'll wave off his flag if you get it.
We're not gonna kick Jeremiah right now just because he's been racing for so long, but we will have a word with him, see what we can do about
just
it.
got back on the lead lap.
Absolutely, he's gonna be under investigation for sure, and we'll see what we can do, because he has been causing a lot of wrecks. I've noticed as well.
Yes, and this is not the first time, so we will have to take maybe a ban for a couple of races or something along those lines. We'll have to have a talk with him. Thank you guys for pointing it out. We hate to see Mark Van Dell taken out of the race so early.
Absolutely, and I don't think Jeremiah is doing it on purpose, just to defend him a little bit, but, you know, we are trying to have the high-level racers here.
And it is unfair to those who have been holding it strong.
You're good, Brandon. Just, yeah, you know, the moderators don't like that sometimes. Just be careful. We love you, Brandon, though.
Brandon has got my heart. Here we go for the green flag. The pace car is going to take them.
Green flag, we are back, Justin. You must not have seen Brandon's comment if you say you love him.
It looks like only 4 cars remain in this race. Pope, Vaunt, Romano, and Rochelle. Some of these top drivers have been doing a great job this whole time.
Absolutely. Pope really holding in there strong.
Cameron on that outside is going to have to figure out how to get in line.
Justin, did I miss something? What happened to Vaunt? Oh, there he is. Never mind. I got scared for a second. I thought he wasn't on the list, but Vaunt right there in second place.
The Jeremiah Gate. Yes, it will be investigated.
The Jeremiah Gate. Absolutely.
Definitely going to be in the OCS newspaper that you guys can read if you join the Discord server.
For the next 8 races, that's a little harsh, McCormick. Maybe 2 to 3 races.
It wasn't on purpose. Now, we got to be fair to our friend Jeremiah. He is still a very proud sponsor, and we love the guy.
As we go back to racing, these people are clean. With only 5 left, Mark's still in it, though. You never know. One of these drivers could wreck out and give Mark that chance.
Oh, man.
Get me those 5 Gs, Marky. It's not looking good for you, McCormick. I'm not going to lie. Brandon says he loves you, Justin. That's great to hear, Brandon. We love to hear it.
That's my boy.
Again, you must not have read his comment.
I did not read his comment.
Apparently. But he's turning
let
around.
things in the blue and let it go.
How can you let it go if you never read it?
It's just not fix something that's not broken.
Absolutely.
Look, Pope is in the lead here, and Vaughn giving him the big push. We got about 20 more laps here, finally. Whoever is going to win this money definitely has worked for it.
Absolutely. With 150 laps, I mean, that's working hard.
The fans are still rooting for Mark.
You know, you'd love to see it, but I'm sorry, guys. I think it's over for Mark.
Mark has now entered his 12th lap behind everyone else. So on the pit stop, maybe he can make something happen.
We'll have to find out very soon here. As we're coming up on 20 laps to go, we're coming down to the wire here.
And let me tell you, I am happy. I am getting kind of exhausted.
Absolutely. I might be losing my voice here, too.
A cup of coffee is much needed, am I right?
Absolutely.
Oh, see, look, Brandon got me. He messed up the names.
Oh, I see. Okay, Brandon. That is fair.
No.
That did make more sense. I was wondering. I was like...
They're both gay names. It's, like, easy to confuse.
Yeah, and I was like, why Justin? What did he do? And then... But I know what Jeremiah did.
And it looks like Mark Vondell has manually disconnected from this race, ladies and gentlemen. That is sad to see. We know
That's
it was
it
a
for
fan.
Mark. But
Look,
we will
Pope,
see him next. We'll see him next race for sure. Mark is always here.
We have the Pope flying in from the Vatican to race here today, and he is in the lead position. They're crossing that start and finish line. 132 laps.
18 laps remaining, drivers. Stay focused and stay ready. Who's going to win the $50? Get hyped.
I am.
The cocky drivers have spoken.
Brandon wants to know our favorite cheese.
Oh, let me tell you, Boar's Head block of white cheddar. That stuff is good with some
cheddar.
crackers.
That's a tough choice right there. I'm gonna have to go with the easy Colby Jack cheese. You know, actually Pepper Jack is pretty good as well.
Anything with cheese, mozzarella sticks have some good.
Absolutely, Munster. That's another.
Pizza. They always make some good cheeses.
McCormick says Munster because it has the same first letter of Mark's name. Definitely a super fan there.
I'm gonna get Mark's name tatted on my forehead.
I already got it, man. That's why I'm wearing a hat. Hey, what's up? Mark's in the chat, guys. Say what's up to him.
Mark in the chat. Just came out of the care center. Thank God Mark is okay. We love to see it. He will be going home to his family.
I mean, after that wreck from Jeremiah, we are glad to see he is safe. Brandon says, oh, thank God.
Around the track they go. Pope is holding that lead position. 4 drivers remain of the 17 that came out tonight to race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you to each and every one of you. And I apologize if you have been taken out early by some unfortunate events. Please join the Discord server today so you can get in on the next one. And we will see you cross that start and finish line in first place.
Coming up on 15 laps to go. We're going to see some moves coming.
Who Gouda cheese is so good.
Which one? Oh, Gouda?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're rich, man. Thank you, guys. Love you all. We love you too, Mark. We really do.
Especially if it's like a nice chicken breast stuffed with Gouda cheese. And
They had that one
Getting a
Gouda
little-
cheese on that one chicken at Wendy's one time, and it was pretty fucking bomb.
what we gotta do. Told you, Mark, you got the fans in the comments. They were rooting for you.
So many fans. Make sure you guys drop a subscribe so you know next time we go live and you can cheer Mark on for the next race.
We head to Darlington next Friday for a nice 500-mile race. Darlington is a very fun track to see these drivers compete.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how excited I am for that race.
Friday, and that would be April 8th.
Our next big race is Friday, but we also do a race almost every night, so. And we'll stream most of them as well.
We are almost coming down to the last 10 laps of this race, and now the 10 laps of Daytona is always the most entertaining. These drivers are going to make some moves, get aggressive, throw out some blocks.
Absolutely.
Maybe even have another caution.
I'm waiting on the move Vaught makes, man. You got to expect him to make a big move coming up in these next 14 laps. Cameron, you'd love to see him still in here, fighting hard for that 4th position.
Looks like all that practice has finally paid off. He is always the first one in the practice sessions when we run them, and he is really making a name for himself tonight.
Yeah, and apparently he's the last one out as well, because he's still in this big race. Ratings are going to plummet after Vondell exited the race.
Martin Vondell is the fan favorite, bringing in all the ratings every night.
Moonbeam, I did see you subbed. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for the 7 of you here watching. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Again, join that Discord server in the description. We would love to see you, get to know you personally. Maybe see you out on the track.
And Mark, if you're still here, we're going to have a talk with Jeremiah, see what's going on. That way we can get you into the next race. Hey, Mark is rooting for Cameron here.
New York City boys are out tonight. Let's go ahead and get that spring training update. How did the Mets do today, Cody?
Well, I'll tell you, Justin, they lost, and it's not spring training anymore. It is the regular season starting today, and the Mets are 0-1.
Here we go. Baseball season has officially started. I'm rooting for my favorites, the New York Yankees, having a strong-looking team this year. Let's see what they can do.
Speaking of strong teams, you got to keep an eye on those New York Mets, man. I mean, way stronger than the Yankees, I'll tell you that much. Drop your teams in the chat. I want to know. Favorite MLB team.
Favorite teams. Let's see it. Oh, Vondell coming in with the aggressiveness. He is out for revenge. Hashtag without Jeremiah is trending tonight. Jeremiah Gate, another one.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, I appreciate you, Mark, for coming with or without Jeremiah. That's a true fan or a true supporter right there. I appreciate you, Mark.
Cody, I hate to interrupt you, but we are on the final 10 laps of this big race. Pope is still in the lead position. Vaught in the second. Rochelle and Romano in the fast 4. The only drivers remaining in this race is going to be a hot one.
Thank you, Justin. And just to let you know, if you ever interrupt like that again, there will be precautions.
Precautions. cautions isn't
All right, now the
understandable.
real race begins.
Uh-oh.
Do what?
I said now the real race begins.
Now the real race begins. Is
Hey,
right,
hold on,
folks.
man. We
I
got
told
somebody
you
in
that
Discord won't
10
shut up.
laps, these drivers start making new moves.
Hey,
now what
good
you
words
got?
by Cameron.
Good words indeed. Cameron is now the new fan favorite. If he can take the win tonight,
What would you
oh, how
think,
proud the
Cameron?
team would be.
Brandon is a Rockies fan. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's right.
I do hope best for the Rockies, though, being a Denver Broncos fan. I mean, they got their year coming. Coming on 8 to go, Justin. You think Pope holds on to this, or do you think someone's going to make a big move here in the last 8 laps?
Pope is definitely keeping an eye on his rear view mirror because those cars are going to try and get around him, and he's going to throw out that block. Well, in these next-gen cars, they actually got their rear-view cameras, one of the new upgrades that these cars have endured for this season.
Absolutely a big upgrade there to see if a tap was too hard or see how close the draft is. It's really convenient.
$188 miles as they round turn 4 down the front stretch across that start and finish line. 143 laps have been completed.
7 to go,
142.
Justin. This is crazy. Well, no, 143. But this is crazy, man. 7 to go. What's going to happen, guys? Let's get hyped in the chat.
Wow, some strong words by Brandon Reed in the chat.
Those are strong words. I had to read it very closely, and I'm not going to lie, I teared up a little bit.
I was just about to say I'm looking for my tissue box now.
Rocky stink. Can't even hit baseballs. Let's go Padres. Okay, McCormick. Okay, talk your shit.
Folks, 144.
Coming up on these last final 5 laps. These are when the moves come. Looks like Cameron's already trying to make a move here, but he's by himself on that outside.
Cameron in the green and white 23 car.
You know, Justin, if I'm in the race, I'm trying to go outside and hoping somebody joins me to push me.
I think that's what Vaunt is lining up to do. That should be his game plan. We're coming down for 5 more laps, Cody. This is going to be a good one.
Final 5 laps. Pope remains your leader. Vaunt closely behind.
They must be on a team together because they have just been teamworking this whole race, and I could not have been staring at a more controlled drafting partnership than I am
Absolutely.
staring at right now.
They seem pretty in sync to me, Justin. Rockies are bad. Well, they may be bad, but you got to stick with your team. You know what I mean? We can't have all bandwagons like Justin over here.
Hey. Anyways, 3 more laps of this race is about to happen.
3 more laps indeed, Justin. $50 is going to one of these 4 drivers tonight.
Holy cow, let me tell you, they deserve it. This has been a long race, and they have definitely earned their spot.
Here they come, going around turn 3 and 4. We're about to see 3 laps remaining, Justin.
Single file down into turns 1 and 2. Pope, Vaught, Rochelle, and Romano.
Now, Justin, with about 2.5 laps left, are you surprised nobody's made a move yet?
I'm not surprised. I think they're going to try making their moves on lap 148, 149.
Yeah, it could be a smart move because it's a longer track. They got plenty of time on the last couple laps.
They might not even have the opportunity to make that move because those two leaders have been perfect when it comes to tandem drafting.
Absolutely. I still think someone needs to go on that outside, and if someone's smart, they'll follow them.
I think that's what Cameron is praying Rochelle does.
Yeah, Cameron's not getting the best of luck with it, though. Still, you got to be pleased with your performance still being in the race after 148 laps here.
You gonna push me to the win, Cameron?
There we go.
Here we go, making the strategic radio calls. Let's see what they got, folks.
Looks like they're going for it. Oh, it looks like he went for it for a second and went back in. Little trickery.
2 more laps remain of the big race here.
Someone's got to make a move now. I don't know what they're doing.
Looks like Vaughnt's trying to make his way on the outside. Not sure what to do. That block is there.
It looks like he's hesitated a little bit there. He's not certain he's going to get that help on the outside line.
Rounds turn 3 and 4, single file, still as a round lap 149. Coming across the start and finish line, ladies and gentlemen, the white flag is out. Pope in the lead, Vaught in the second position. Let's see what they got.
This is it, man. They got to make a move now.
Cheer them on as they turn around turn 1 and 2.
Let's go. Let's get on our feet and start chanting who you think's going to win out of these top 4.
Pope holding the lead down the backstretch they go. Looking for the outside lane. Cameron goes.
Oh, looks like Vaught is making his move and he's past him, dude.
Vaught takes the first position. 37 giving the push to Pope. Around turn 3.
It's only temporary. He doesn't have a draft partner, so he is falling back there. It's rough to see.
Vaught drops back into third position. Pope holding the lead as they come across the front stretch.
Here we go, Justin. Looks like Pope's got this, and he does. Pope is your winner.
Congratulations to Timothy Pope. What a race, 150 laps. Congratulations, my man.
Wow, Pope with the $50 winner. What a race by Pope. Let's get him. Is he in the Discord?
No, he's on Discord.
Pope, the camera is on you. Let's go give them that burnout the folks are waiting to see.
Info.
There he is.
Congrats on that win, Timothy.
Hey, thank you.
Here comes that burnout from Pope. He's coming across to the finish line here.
What a race, 150 long laps. It comes out to, oh, I don't know, the time has changed on me.
There's Pope with the burnout, man. You love to see it. What a win by Pope. Great racing tonight.
Fantastic spinning around. He definitely earned it.
Absolutely. I got my bottle of champagne ready to blast off into his face, if you know what I mean.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Timothy Pope.
Nobody gave it up?
Woo!
Oh,
there we go. Let's go, Pope. Congrats, buddy.
Pope, do you have a Discord? If not, please drop your email in the iRacing chat so I can send you that $50 gift card.
He's typing it in now.
Thank you, Vaughn. And I just want to say great racing by you as well. You had a great run.
Get an interview with Pope if you can.
Yeah, the three of us are teammates, so we were used to running together. So
I knew it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all those folks dropped out. Didn't have as much of an exciting end that you probably would like to have seen, but I appreciate the host.
Yeah, man, me and Justin were talking about it. We thought you guys were teammates. You guys ran way too well together. And it was exciting enough. The guys in the chat are excited. It was a great race by you guys.
All right, buddy, we appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
You too. See you in the next one.
What was his name? Tim. I'm gonna
Timothy
say
Pope.
What's his email say there? The_
Rev.
Oh man, this is confusing. Okay, there we go. The_
Probably shouldn't have dropped it on the live stream, but that's all right.
Go ahead and email him a congratulations.
Please don't. Leave him alone, please. I want to take this time to thank all the viewers tonight. Each and every one of you are appreciated in these early stages that me and Justin are in. Even in the late stages, 1 million subscribers, whatever. Each one of you are appreciated. I appreciate you guys. Make sure before we end you drop a sub so you can join us next time and we could have another conversation. I enjoyed talking to all of you. And I don't know why I'm still in commentary mode, so I'll shut that off right now. Alright guys, I'm back.
Still sending this guy his winnings.
Moonbeam, again, I appreciate the subscribe. You the best. As we get this sweet shot of this 1998 Dodge Ram. Might actually be a 2007.
Timothy Pope, if you are still here, I sent it. Let me know if there's any issues. I got a confirmation that looks like we're good.
Yes, sir, I got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for the subscribe.
We'll see you on the next one, folks. Thank you guys for racing tonight.
We appreciate you, Mark.
Appreciate the host as always, Justin. Looking forward to the next one.
Cameron's such a nice guy.
I know, for real.
April Fool's, bitch. No, I'm playing. He's nice.
All right, now Diego.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you guys for joining again. I appreciate Moonbeam and Mark for subscribing tonight. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can see when we go live. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.
And that is